What family tradition made me lose my fiancé even though she passed? My family has a tradition that's destroyed more relationships than I can count. Every person who wants to marry into our family has to survive one dinner. Just one. Sounds simple until you realize my brother's wife hasn't eaten at a table with more than 4 people since hers 3 years ago. They all passed the test, by the way. The ones who stayed anyway. My grandfather started it after my grandmother's first husband hid gambling debts. Said it would protect us. Nobody talks about the ones who didn't pass. Nobody asks where they went. Nadine was about to find out why. When I got engaged to Nadine, my family scheduled the dinner 6 weeks before our wedding. I wasn't allowed to warn her. If I did, they'd cut me off forever. So I told her it was just a family dinner. That night, 15 family members showed up. My mother announced we'd eat after. The questions started soft. Her childhood, her parents. Then my uncle leaned forward. How much money do you make? 48,000. He laughed. That's all? My aunt jumped in. You're 29. Have you frozen your eggs? Nadine's hands started trembling. That's personal. Everything's personal in this family. My mother interrupted. My cousin had screenshots. Her ex-boyfriend's photos. His LinkedIn. His new wife. 3 years and he didn't propose to you. Why? They kept pushing. Intimate incompatibility. Mental issues. Cheating. I was gripping my chair so hard my knuckles went white. Speak up and lose my family. Stay quiet and lose Nadine. My father had depression, Nadine admitted when asked about medical history. The room erupted. Weak genes, damaged bloodline, our future children at risk. 2 hours in, Nadine stood to leave. My grandmother blocked the door. If you leave, you fail. Sit down. Hour 3, they demanded her credit score, her body count, exact numbers, names. My mother asked about birth control, miscarriages. We need to know what we're getting. Hour 4, they made her describe her sister's divorce, why it really ended. Was there abuse, addiction? Nadine stopped talking, just nodded, shook her head, crying. Hour 5, my father delivered the final question. Would you sign a prenup stating you get nothing if you leave the family? Nadine whispered yes. My grandmother smiled. She's stronger than the last one. Everyone relaxed, started chatting, getting plates. Nadine didn't move, didn't eat, just stared at me. In the car, Nadine didn't speak for 10 minutes. Then she exploded. You knew and said nothing. I tried explaining the rules. She cut me off. Your uncle called me worthless, and you just sat there. I said she'd passed. She was approved. Approved? Like I'm a dog they bought? Your cousin asked for names of every man I'd slept with. Your grandmother called me damaged goods in front of everyone, and you nodded along. I told her if I'd defended her, they'd disown me. Then you chose them. She pulled off her engagement ring, placed it on the dashboard. Every spouse went through this? Yes. And they stayed? Most of them. Then they're all broken. You want to know what your brother told me yesterday? His wife hasn't been able to eat at family dinners for 3 years. She throws up before every Sunday visit. Takes Xanax to get through holidays. She wanted to warn me, but was terrified your family would find out. Nadine's next words destroyed me. She also told me about the others, the ones who didn't pass. My blood went cold. What about them? Your cousin's first fiance, the one your family says moved to Seattle? She's in psychiatric care, has been for 2 years. Your aunt's boyfriend who supposedly cheated? He's in therapy for PTSD from one dinner. She opened the car door. The test isn't to see if we're strong enough to join your family. It's to break us down until we're too damaged to leave. The ones who don't break completely fail. The ones who break just enough pass. She looked at me one last time. And you? You're so broken you think this is love. The door slammed. My family was furious. My mother couldn't understand why Nadine left after passing. Called her ungrateful, weak. I said Nadine was the only strong one. The tradition was sick. If you think that, you're sick too. Get out, my father said. I asked them one question before I left. What happened to the ones who didn't pass? My mother's silence was the only answer I needed. 3 years have passed since that night. Nadine got married to someone else and has normal family dinners now. I haven't spoken to my family since. The tradition continues without me. My cousin's girlfriend went through it last month and passed, and their wedding is in spring. Yesterday she called me crying, asking what happens to the ones who fail. I told her they're the lucky ones because they escaped. She went quiet before saying, I should have failed.